to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Utah's offense takes the field. We to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and what style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. When you think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot, those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again, getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Dampier. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted in the first drive in for the pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to Johnson. Runs through a tackle. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
He's going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Utes decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Let's see what he can do with it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he's brought down after a nice game. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. You saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Complete downfield. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Try to get it to the edge. Powers through the defender. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. They'll try to slam it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Dropping back, it's Dampier. It's complete to the right. Smashes through the tackle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Parker. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bentley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Parker. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, 1st down.
On the direct snap, it's Parker. Fights off a defender. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Parker. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws to the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Raiola. Looking left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Utes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
To the air, it's Raiola. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half. Running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
With the catch, it's Hunter. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Huskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Direct snap. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why. On that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Quick spin on the run. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's got it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
The give to the back. He's going to lose. on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here comes the heat. Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down. And the quarterback does.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The handoff to Johnson. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to...
Going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husker! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision.
Oh, he's got some space. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Pocket breaking down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Utes are in the hurry-up. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's first down from the 11. Looking for space, it's Parker. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. To the air on second down. He's got it on the move.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. fire. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Utes.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The kick is on its way. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give on the inside. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here.
There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And that's the 1st down for the offense.
He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
On the play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Got a man, it's Parker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the grab past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.